Hello everybody, so we're here today to talk a little bit about a visit that we made to Carver College this afternoon. So my name is Mason.
I'm Ovid.
And we are part of the 2012 Soulforce Equality Ride. For those of you that do not know what the Soulforce Equality Ride is we go around for about 2 months across the country to different schools, to religious schools that have anti-LGBTQ policies. On Tuesday, we visited Carver College as a school that has a policy that says that if a student is found to be having a same-sex relationship or in a same-sex relationship, they will be expelled from the school. So we went down there, we hung out outside campus. We tried to talk to students, we talked to some police that were there and all that, and what came out of that is we were able to schedule a meeting with the president of Carver College off campus today, this afternoon, between myself, Ovid, and the Dean of Admissions. We had talked to him a few times, particularly the president, Dr. Krumi, on the phone a few times, and agreed that we definitely had some very different views on theology and the ways that we saw lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, and queer folks being included within the Bible or within Christian community. In particular, one of the most interesting things that we kind of talked about a little bit was the sense that that he felt that not only did these policies exist in the school and it was okay for them to exist, but everyone on campus agreed that they existed, that it was fine for these policies to exist, and that any student that is LGBTQ or gay in any kind of way actually should transfer out of his school, which was a kind of a scary idea that as he sort of presented. So that was a little, to me, was definitely something I wasn't prepared for to hear someone say. We kind of went into the meeting with 4 primary goals and kind of trying to engage him. One, in the first goal, which was accomplished just by meeting with him, was we wanted just a meeting with the president. So we got that. So that was a good goal. The second goal that we had, that we presented to him, was being able to engage with him as well as a couple of the students that he, student leaders of his choosing, that we kind of sit and talk about what are these policies on Carver's books, what does that mean to have these policies, and sort of letting people know that they do exist, because we found out the students and people that we did talk to had no clue that they were on the books. So sort of being able to have students be a part of the decision about whether or not these policies are still valid as part of the Christian community at Carver. The third thing was that we were having specifically a roundtable and town hall meeting on Friday in Atlanta for specifically folks within Black church community to talk about the experiences of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and trans queer folks in those spaces. And so we wanted them to sort of share some of that information about that town hall. And sort of the fourth thing was to signing on to possibly having a dialogue for the larger campus community next semester, whether or not we ourselves were a part of it, but a dialogue about the inclusion of LGBTQ folks, or just the existence of these policies for everyone that's a part of Carver's community. Aside from, like I said, that first one of us actually getting to sit in a room together, which I think is huge, we did not actually get to agree upon those other three goals. So one thing that he did agree to and did actually want us to do is to send him a list of all the schools that are religious and LGBTQ affirming. So he's actually willing to distribute a list of affirming schools in the area to all students on Carver's college campus. So while our values and why that matters is different, certainly between us and Dr. Krumi, the very ability for him to distribute resources like that, I think, is huge. So we were kind of glad to do that. We ended the meeting today by having a little bit of a prayer session with him, so we thought it was a great thing for him to be able to feel comfortable praying with us. And one of his last question to us, was whether or not we would continue to be having a presence on Carver's campus as Soulforce and as the Equality Ride. And so what we were kind of clear with him about was that we are here for a few more days, and we certainly won't be at Carver posted up every single day, but that we will most definitely be continuing dialogue with him to trying to sort of see how we can bridge those gaps as nonviolent activists and as people very invested in that message of people of all identities, all orientations, all genders being able to share a place at the same table. So that's a little bit about how our trip went.
Also, I think it was really good that 2 people met a trans person, which clearly they've never met before.